Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Grant Ellis from The Bachelor appears to be sending a message to ex Litia Garr through the use of a hat. Grant, 31, sat on the edge of a bed wearing a trucker-style hat that said happy in a TikTok video from Saturday, June 28. Before ending the video, Grant smiled for the camera. Grant captioned his post, "Everyone's journey is unique, and breakups are difficult, but loving yourself is the key to healing." The upload came only days after Litia, 31, mocked Grant with her own hat collection, as admirers noted in the comments section. Litia made news on Monday, June 23, when she showed off her trucker-style caps with the viral "Come On Now" motto printed in white cursive letters. Some hats had the phrase "Gaslight Survivor" sewn below the hat, along with a star embroidery and a horse. The vibrant blue and green hats debuted on Tuesday, June 24. Earlier this year, Bachelor Nation watched Grant break up with Litia in the season 29 finale of The Bachelor to pursue a romance with Juliana. Following the separation, Litia stated on the live program that Grant had previously informed her he could stop the show early since she was his person. Grant, on the other hand, later told Us Weekly that Litia stated a lot things he didn't align with. Grant announced on social media less than 3 months after the finale that he and Juliana, 28, had ended their engagement. When asked if he would be open to rekindling a romance with an ex after their breakup, Grant stated that the door is closed for him. "I do not rekindle. I move onward." Grant mentioned this on Instagram Live earlier this month. "I would not reconnect with anyone from my past. Life is best lived forward, not backward." The soft hum of the ceiling fan buzzed overhead as Grant Ellis adjusted the camera angle on his nightstand. His phone wobbled slightly before settling into place, capturing the image of him sitting cross-legged at the edge of his perfectly made bed. The morning light filtered through gauzy curtains behind him, casting a golden halo that gave the whole scene an oddly peaceful glow. He reached to place a trucker-style hat on his head, angling it so the word "happy" stitched across the crown could be clearly seen. He didn't say a word. Not in the video, anyway. Instead, he smiled, that same boyish, confident grin that charmed millions of viewers during season 29 of The Bachelor. The one that, at one point, made Litia Garr believe he was her forever. Grant held the camera's gaze for just a beat longer than necessary, then ended the recording. The TikTok clip was less than 10 seconds long. But within an hour of posting it on Saturday, June 28, the internet had decided it said far more than words ever could. In his caption, he wrote, "Everyone's journey is unique, and breakups are difficult, but loving yourself is the key to healing." It was calm, measured, therapeutic, even. But fans weren't fooled, especially those still nursing heartbreak after watching Grant dramatically break things off with Litia in the season finale, only to propose to Juliana Pasquarosa moments later under the Mexican sunset. And definitely not after what happened in the past week. Because just 5 days earlier, on Monday, June 23, Litia Garr made her own fashion statement, one that came stitched in sarcasm and defiance. The internet practically combusted when Litia dropped a series of trucker caps embroidered with a now-viral phrase, "Come on now" in cursive white letters. On some designs, the cheeky edition of "Gaslight Survivor" appeared under the brim, paired with a hand-stitched star and, inexplicably, a cartoon horse. The limited edition hats in vibrant blues and greens went live on her website the next day, and sold out in under 4 hours. It didn't take a psychologist to connect the dots. Fans speculated immediately, Grant's happy hat was a direct rebuttal to Litia's Gaslight Survivor line, and possibly even her viral TikTok where she strutted through a Target parking lot wearing the hat while mouthing the words to SCA's Kill Bill. Bachelor Nation had found its next obsession, a passive-aggressive war of millennial merch, waged in cursive fonts and stitched-on slogans. But beneath the pop culture chaos, both Grant and Litia were navigating heartbreak on their own terms, and neither seemed willing to surrender the narrative. Litia Garr had known exactly what she was doing. When her best friend Ava suggested they use the phrase "come on now" for a merch drop, it was meant to be a joke, something Litia used to say on the show whenever she was flustered, annoyed, or had just heard something utterly ridiculous from one of the other women. But now? It was a mantra. A rally cry. "This one's for everyone who's ever been told you're too emotional or that didn't happen," Litia had said in an Instagram reel as she held up a hat, her perfectly manicured fingers flicking the brim. "We see you. And we believe you. Come on now." It resonated. The phrase hit home for fans who'd watched the live after the final Rose episode where Litia, her voice shaking but unbroken, told the world that Grant had once whispered he could end the show early because she was the one. That episode had gone viral for all the wrong reasons. Grant's awkward attempt at damage control, his insistence that Litia was misrepresenting private conversations, and his vague mention of incompatibility left fans split down the middle. Juliana, sitting silently beside him in a glittering champagne-colored dress, seemed caught in a storm she hadn't asked for. And within 3 months, that engagement, the one Grant had so confidently declared on national television, had quietly unraveled. By June, Grant was alone. Again. But unlike Litia, he wasn't launching fashion drops or filming TikToks in department store parking lots. Grant had been relatively quiet until that video. The happy hat wasn't part of a brand. It didn't even look new. Some fans pointed out it resembled a limited-run hat sold by a Nashville boutique known for feel-good slogans. Regardless of origin, the message was loud: he was okay. He was healing. And maybe, just maybe, he was above it all. Or so he wanted people to think. Back in Austin, Litia was fielding calls from publicists and podcast hosts. "It's insane," she said, holding her iPhone between her ear and shoulder while folding laundry. "It was just a few hats. I didn't think it would blow up like this." "Girl," Ava said from the other end, "you know exactly what you were doing." Litia chuckled. "Okay, maybe. But still. I wasn't trying to start a feud. I was just being me. Authentic." "You're not just being you," Ava replied. "You're being a brand." And she was right. In the weeks since the finale, Litia's social media presence had exploded. She'd gone from a charming mid-season favorite to a post-finale feminist icon. Her DMs were filled with stories from women sharing their own experiences of emotional manipulation, not just in romantic relationships, but friendships, families, and even workplaces. Something about her candidness, the vulnerability wrapped in sass, had struck a nerve. She wasn't bitter, as some tabloids suggested. She was surviving. And thriving. But she still wasn't over Grant. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.